light appears. A soccer player squints and shields his eyes. Wearing balaclavas and tactical gear, the new...
No copy. It's okay.
A montage shows beings positioned on the roof. Charlie and Dan stare upward into the portal. Dan ascends along with his row of comrades. An alert pops up. FDs fall from the sky. Some of them land on the skyscraper rooftop, lands in the water. As other draftees land in the port at the war-torn city, smoke rises from the scat. Dan and the others step over to the windows. Bodies hang upside down from thick vines.
Man, we found your team. No survivors.
The blonde commander wears a aims its long tentacle, which opens at the end to reveal Test face as it chatters its long fangs together. It fires a spike. The spike sends a man flying. Dan and the others fire above at the white stairs. Crawling on its long spider-like legs, a white spike races toward them. It grabs a woman with its tentacle and flings her. The creature swings one of its tentacles, knocking a woman and Dan down the stairs. Dan grabs his rifle from the floor and fires at the creature. Yellowish blood splatters from it. Charlie fires at it.
Oh, shit!
As it charges, Dan fires. Bullets strike at Dan, switches to his sidearm and fires. He spots a fire axe. Dan marches at the vicious creature. As he swings, the alien leaps back. It lunges, and Dan drives the axe up through the creature's mouth. Dorian slides white spike in the neck. The beast collapses. They flee from the white spikes.
Okay, but you need to stay away from areas with red smoke.
The unit charges. White spikes ram the Humvees and destroy them.
What the hell, man?
The creatures rip. Dan and the unit push ahead as bombs explode nearby. As Dorian fires upon a white spike, Dan shoots through storefront window. As they run across giant beams, Cowan slips through an opening and drops to the road below.
We gotta go!
A spike pierces Nora's back.
Dan, you want to get in the line of fire. You've got to get out there.
Nora and Cowan scream as they fire at the aliens. Bombs drop from the fighter jet.
Weapon free.
Explosions ripple across the city, decimating buildings. The blast consumes Nora and Cowan. The force of the blast sends Dan and the other gaze.
I think the less that we say to each other, the better.
She eyes him glumly.
We tracked her pretty hard. She's fighting.
The alien stomps on one soldier's head, then lunges at another. The cables yank the white spike back. She stumbles around and pulls a soldier into her. Greenwood lowers down the rope. Murray follows as Dan watches tensely. With a fierce gaze, Murray aims her rifle. She trains her sight on the flailing beast. Dan wears a tense tentacle, freeing the soldier. Greenwood shoots a cable around the tentacle, and the white spike charges. Murray uses her vest as a shield as the beast headbutts her. Spikes on the distant tree line. They race down a cliff and attack soldiers. The female closes in on Murray. Automatic weapon, Dan slides down the rope. He shoots at an oncoming white spike. He fires into the creature's neck and head, decapitating it. Dan lowers into the cave, grabs onto the tentacle behind the opening and pulls. The alien's jaws gnash in Murray's face. Dan causes her to stab herself. Murray kicks the alien a wedge and Murray shuts the gate. The alien turns and Greenwood quickly shuts the other side. A helicopter yanks the cage up through the ground.
Get out of here, we'll get the next one.
White spikes leap into the air and glide at Viper 1.
Viper 4, enemy contact, you're 3 o'clock.
The Viper 4 pilot veers and pulverizes them with the spinning blades. Dan and Murray. Aliens swarm them. Murray aims the high-caliber machine gun atop, falls off the Humvee. Murray shoots more white spikes in pursuit as they head down a wooded road. Viper 1 sets the white spike cage on a helipad and detaches. Murray stands at a workstation nearby. She notices him.
Toxin still affects them, but for some reason her body is much...
To make thousands of tests.
Any luck?
She struggles against the restraint approaching the base.
They're coming for her.
Countless white fire from above as the aliens reach the top of the wall. White spikes charge through the lab and into the containment room, then break the female free. She goes into the lab and sniffs the air. A wide view shows the white spikes surrounding their location. Murray shakes her head and fire. Dan shoots a few nails as they cluster into the tight space. Murray shoots the imposing female. She fires at a boiler and flames burst onto the female, moving back to back away from the engine room. The female shoots Murray with a spike and she falls to a walkway below. Dan shoots at the female, who retreats. The ship collides with the massive support column. Dan and Murray watch as
You take this?
No. I'm not leaving you.
the structure tilts and the female falls, pulling Murray with her. Dan leaps after his daughter and grabs her hand. The female white spike dangles between. Murray falls, along with the female. Dan leaps after her. Murray falls toward a horde of white spikes. In the past, draftees land at the training base. Dan lands among them. Is ahead in thought, then climbs off his snowmobile.
That it?
Massive explosions rip through the ice. Dan proceeds inside the frozen cave. Whirls in the air as the group steps through the cavern. The curved walls. The pod's soft orange glow silhouettes the hibernating white spikes within. Then go to the pods. Standing at separate pods, Dan, Hart, and the others insert their needles in their pods. Dan wears a concerned expression. One alien Another white spike bursts out and its flesh dissolves. Dan looks amazed, and Hart turns as white spikes move in other pods. Breaks free and sends Dan flying. Other white spikes burst out of their pods. The team opens fire and the creatures flee. Pursuing a white spike, Hart comes upon another chamber filled with hibernation pods. More white spikes burst and takes out a detonator. Dan rushes away. Hart fires. A massive explosion rises from beneath the ice as Dan flees across the tundra. In slow motion, the blast sends him flying through the air. Dan tumbles across the snow and gets to his knees to a stop as he spots prints in the snow.
I got tracks here.
The alien bounds ahead.
He's on the move.
Her perspective shows a huge coat packed with snow. A bullet hits the white spike, and James looks up from his rifle.
Surprise, dumbass.
Dan ramps his snowmobile into the air. It crashes into the white spike. Dan quick one of the alien's limbs. She knocks. The female bites the limb off. Shocked, Dan slumps on his knees.
Hey!
James cuts his palm with a blade. The white spike turns toward him, sniffing the air. James looks at Dan. Leaps on the white spike. He slashes her throat with Dorian's claw. Dan drops into her mouth. Dan kicks the white spike and she plummets the ledge. Taking heavy breaths, Dan staggers around. He collapses on. Directed by Chris McKay.